Yes, I will 100% tell you how I prepare for a listing appointment. All right, I have red folders, and I'm not going to show you the address, the front of it, because it's got the address on it. But so when I set a listing appointment, I have these folders created. On the left-hand side, I've got all the pertinent information about the house. So address, property name, how long they've lived in the house, square footage, all the things, what did they pay for it, all the details, the lead source, like where they came from, if I'm paying a referral fee, and then the appointment. On this side, on the left side of the listing folder, I'll have the CMA. The CMA will have all the actives, all the pendings, all the closed. I will do an analysis of list price to sales price for all the closed. I will only use comps that I think an appraiser might use. So those are going to be comps that are no older than 6 months old. And for example, this particular listing is 3,400 square feet. So the comps that I've used are between 27 and 34, just because there were no other ones available. If there was a pool in my subject, I will add houses with pools. If not, I won't. I'll leave those out. I'll look at the average price per square foot. In this case, the average price per square foot is between 133 and 136. So that gives me a pretty good accurate range. Now, obviously, like depending on where this property is, it could vary. So not every property in Memphis can I go by the price per square foot. Sometimes I have to go through a bunch of different variables to figure it out. My center listing folder is going to have all of my contact information for the seller, and then behind the appointment file checklist, I'll put all the information. As I walk through the house, I'll go through and put all of the identifying factors. This one has entryway hard floors, separate living room, fireplace mantle stays, primary down with custom shelving, spray booth. That's a new listing. It's so cool. Like she actually built a spray booth to spray all her like hair product stuff in so it doesn't get on the wall. Anyway, that's a pretty cool thing. So then also have a little checklist. So do I want 25 photos or 40, aerial photography, aerial video, walkthrough tour, all the different services that I'm going to offer. I will check here, a little checkbox, and I do that so that my team can know exactly what I'm looking for. Then we turn over. My favorite is the frequently asked questions. So we get bombarded with calls all the time about these questions. So some of the questions are, what's the internet provider? Is there any extra flooring available? What's the main house paint color? Are any appliances staying? Are any drapes decor staying with home? Those types of questions. In fact, I'm going to add my frequently asked questions template to my stand store. So if you want to get a copy for yourself to edit it, you're welcome to take what we've done here and make it your own. And yeah, so that's how I prepare. I will also look for, when I prepare for a listing appointment, I'm looking at the agent that sold them the house. I'm looking at how long they've owned it. I'm looking at projected equity. I am looking at all the comps within the neighborhood, but I'm also looking at what a buyer would be looking at. So for example, if my listing appointment is $400,000 in a certain neighborhood, but that's a common price point in the whole city, then I will look at like a mile radius just to see what the competition is. So if there's something really important to differentiate in the comps, and I'll make sure to share that with them as well. So that's what I do. And I also have this trusty little book that I go through every seller, from front to back. We go through this together. It talks about, this is the what's it called? Jeez. Table of contents. I'm telling you, I think I have like dementia. All right, so table of contents, it talks about all of that stuff. It talks about me, success in the selling process, listing consultation, prepping the home, photos and timeline, marketing, online debut, contingency period. But this is really important too, to talk about my social presence and the fact that there's very few agents in Memphis that have this type of social online presence, which I'm very proud of. I've worked very hard for it over the last 7-8 years. So we have about 2 million impressions. The audience performance, that's pretty good. I don't know if you can see, no, it's backwards. But so audience performance over the last 90 days, I talked to sellers about this. So also about why hire a team, go into that, the reasons, all the stuff. If you guys have an interest in this book too, happy to put this in my stand store as well and make it fully customizable for you. And that's it. I actually cannot give you the link to this sold booklet because it is something that I purchased and it was an editable copy, like format or whatever. And so Amy Gregory from EXP, Amy Gregory EXP, she's the author of this book. Highly recommend going and purchasing it. It's been a wonderful addition to my listing presentation. So Amy Gregory EXP.